Episode 6, Chapter 1. The Flame of Gunungapi. The world was quiet here, at least compared to the chaos beyond the jungle. The air smelled of earth, copper, and ancient stone, mingled with the faint humming pulse of something other, something older, something powerful. A boy stood alone, no more than 7, small hands clenched against the weight of a destiny he didn't yet understand. His skin was the color of rich soil, his eyes sharp and curious, drinking in the limestone towers and copper spires of a city hidden from the world. This city was called Gunungapi, though few outside its jungle walls knew it existed. Cindral, a voice whispered, though no one was there. The boy blinked. Mist rose from the ground, swirling in patterns too deliberate to be random. From the haze, a figure shimmered into being, a spirit of light, ethereal and flowing, hovering over the copper roofs. Its eyes glimmered like molten gold. "The solar flare approaches," it said. Its voice wasn't loud, but it penetrated every corner of the boy's mind. "Power will awaken in you, but with it comes responsibility. Seek the fragments. Protect what must not fall." The boy swallowed hard. He didn't understand. How could someone so small protect something so vast? But deep in his chest a warmth began to stir, a glow that seemed to pulse in rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth itself. Years passed, as they always do. By 13 he was taller, stronger, harder. He watched the world outside Gunungapi crumble under machines and greed. Children dragged through mines, forced to dig where Zillorite veins shimmered beneath the earth, veins that should have been revered, not stripped bare for profit. His fists clenched so tightly it hurt, and yet nothing could stop him. Not yet. And then one day, he felt it. A surge of energy beneath his feet. The ground trembled. His hands began to glow with molten light, the crimson shards of Zillorite hovering, dancing in the air like obedient sparks. The earth itself bent to him. Rocks cracked, magma hissed, and in the middle of it all stood a boy who was no longer just a boy. He was a force of nature, a guardian, a protector, Cindral. From that day forward, he trained relentlessly, forging body and mind, shaping every ounce of his being to wield the earth, magma and Zillorite energy with precision. The jungle, the city, the stones beneath him, they all became extensions of his will. And in the quiet moments, when no one was watching, he would stand atop the Gunungapi spires, gaze at the horizon, and know that he alone carried the balance between destruction and protection. Because the world would not wait. And neither could he. Chapter 2. Shadows over Gunungapi. The jungle was alive, whispering in 1,000 tongues. Every leaf, every branch seemed to watch, waiting. Cindral moved through it like a shadow given form, silent, measured, deliberate. His muscles coiled like springs, his senses were sharp, every vibration, every sound a signal. Tonight the city would face its first real test. The mining corporations had grown bold, sending armored convoys to strip the earth of Zillorite veins near Gunungapi's outer walls. They didn't know what waited for them. They never would. He climbed the limestone walls, his black and gold armored suit hugging his frame like molten metal fused with shadow. The crystalline Zillorite fragments embedded along his suit shimmered faintly in the moonlight, reflecting the pulse of his own energy. His eyes, dark and piercing, scanned the perimeter. The magma beneath his feet hummed, a silent ally waiting for his command. From the tree-line headlights cut through the darkness. Convoys, machines, men armed with greed and nothing more. They moved like ants, unaware that their world was about to shift. Cindral exhaled slowly, feeling the energy of the fragments flow through him. He lifted his hand, and shards of Zillorite hovered around his palm, spinning with raw potential. With a thought, the ground cracked. Magma seeped upward, a slow, deliberate bloom of fire and rock. Rocks lifted, forming jagged barricades. Shadows stretched unnaturally, bending to his will. The first convoy reached the outer wall, and stopped. Tires screeched. Men stumbled. Their radios buzzed, frantic. And then, the earth erupted. A wall of molten rock and shattered stone shot up, scattering armored trucks like toys across the jungle floor. Cindral moved with precision, stepping through the chaos. A man aimed a rifle, too slow. Zillorite shards leapt from his hands, slicing the metal like paper. Another machine tried to ram him. He shifted, almost phasing into shadow, and the vehicle veered into the magma, sending sparks and molten liquid into the night sky. Through it all, Cindral remained calm. His breath steady, his eyes focused. He wasn't angry. He wasn't vengeful. He would be the ton necessary. A guardian. Every strike, every movement was deliberate, choreographed with the rhythm of the city and the pulse of the earth. And as the last of the convoy scattered, Cindral stood atop a shattered vehicle, Zillorite shards spinning around him, the moonlight catching every edge. The jungle hummed again, approving, or perhaps warning. From the shadows he heard a faint whisper of sound, and Spirit appeared. She gave him a reminder. The corporations would return, and so will he, Anomaly. You will need a team, as did Elam before you. Seek out Plazory, Biohm, and Condensate, as Condensate wields the Sword of Precipitation. With that weapon I can bring her back during the solar flares. Biohm is creating a device that can locate Zillorite. This is needed to collect all loose shards. Plazory has the power of the cosmics and can locate Anomaly, the great ancient elemental who will soon return to bring destruction to the earth. The time has come. Cindral tonight was a victory. Tomorrow, the war would continue.